Before you start the cleaning operation, you will need the spare paint pot filled with warm water, dust sheets and cleaning cloths. Before starting the cleanup process, please ensure that you have switched the unit off. You do not need to unplug the unit from the main socket. Separate the air hose from both the head unit and the gun. Then unclip the head unit from the bucket and remove the paint pickup tube. Clean the pickup tube number 30 thoroughly using the bottle brush. You will also need to remove the filter cage number 30A and clean thoroughly. Reassemble these parts, then reconnect to the head unit. Set the head unit on top of a separate waste bucket filled with approximately 4 litres of warm soapy water. Turn the paint speed dial to number 5. Pointing the gun into the paint pot or your tin of paint, pull the trigger and carefully expel the remaining paint into the paint pot. Let go of the trigger as soon as the water starts to come out of the gun. With the pump still turned on, you can now clean the pressure relief tube by turning the paint speed dial to number 1. Leave for a few seconds, then back to number 5. Leave for a few seconds, then back to number 1 again. Repeat this process for 30 seconds, then switch the pump off. At this point, replace the water in the waste bucket with clean, warm, soapy water, approximately 4 litres again. Now with the pump set to number 5, switch the pump on, point the gun into the spare paint pot and press the trigger. Depress the trigger for about 10 seconds. Repeat this process until you have discharged about 2 litres of water into the pot, then switch the pump off. Release the pressure in the paint tube by pointing the gun into the paint pot and pull the trigger. Then disconnect the paint tube from the head unit and the gun. Use the tap connector provided to clean the paint tube and the gun thoroughly. Take one of the hose clips and using the small end secure the paint tube to the tap connector. When using the tap connector, make sure you hold the connector onto the tap and gradually increase the water flow. Tip: squeeze and flex the paint tube to remove the paint from inside the tube. Wipe any excess paint off the Gemini bucket and head unit with a warm damp cloth. This will ensure your spray station Gemini is ready for your next painting project.